Hello. Yes. Hello, everyone. Give me a shout to let me know you're there. There he is. Jack myself, thank you. Was on another tab and heard the music, started dancing, came back to this tab and we were doing the same dance. That's how we roll. Hello Barry. Good evening Chewy. Good morning Caster Kun. Hello Mikey's Wargaming. We're live. Good evening Mark. It's good to see you too. We are going to be doing some hobby. Don't worry. We've actually got 2 windows set up on OBS. So we can switch between them. So we can do, I'm talking to you. And then we can do, let's hobby. We can do that. You see? Isn't that cool? So Warhipster, I have done something. Mikey's Wargaming, what have you done? Hello Dom. We've actually got vocals on tonight. I'm back with a brand new rap. It's not brand new. I bought 2 boxes of Dominion from Wayland Games because it's 50% off. All your fault. I'm sorry, Mikey's Wargaming. But you will enjoy it. This song's going to be a banger, I can tell. Have you gotten any of the new Stormcast releases? Why, yes, Jack, I have. I have this one. I have this one. Bastion! I have Vigilors. And I have Vanquishers. I'm just turning my heater on because I'm an old man and it's chilly. Bastion in all his glory. He's actually built and primed. He's over there on the filming desk. At least I found a good YouTube channel with all the how to paint them vids. Well, yeah. It's a good job you found that. I'm glad. Yes. So I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back feeling good. Because last week I wasn't feeling good. Last week I was feeling pretty bad. I'm not going to lie to you. On the painting desk, is this a hint of what's to come? Yes. There's lots of stuff to come, Jack. There's the Night Judicator. There's Bastion Carthalos. There's the Orc Commandos. I think we were all feeling bad after that Liverpool game. Yes. That was not good. Well, I was knee deep in Warhammer at the time of that game, which I'm guessing is probably why. Which is probably why it was such a bad result. We love you. Thank you, Rez. I love you too. It's good to have you back, Josh. I've not been well myself. I'm sorry to hear that, Daz. Everything all good? I think so. I think so. It's tough to put it into words. Quite what I was feeling last week. Thanks for coming in, Remember Rez. You are now officially a skirmish hipster, although I believe you already were as well on Patreon, but I'm not sure. He's very much the most successful member of Team Warhipster so far at events. For anybody here who's going to a tournament, you can set your team as Team Warhipster. Let's get some more points for the team. Let's become the greatest virtual team of all times. Team Warhipster. Next time you head out. Yeah, this is a slightly tricky stream, and I won't take up too much of the time as a therapy session. But I just wanted to kind of sit and talk for a little bit, just about, well, mostly last week was about where I'm at mentally with everything. With everything Warhammer, and I was quite low. I wasn't feeling good about it, and I'm not really certain what it was that triggered it. I suspect it was probably doing so much intense warhammering over the weekend at the Goonhammer Open. And I was very tired, and it had been a lot of effort to get ready for it. And I think because of that, my body just kind of gave out. And when my body gave out, my mind also gave out, I think is what happened. It just kind of capitulated. It all just, like, I just, kind of crumpled up into a ball and didn't really want to get up. Didn't really want to come up here. I didn't really want to sit and do painting. That was kind of where I was at. Hey, Daz. So yeah, I had a bad week. Wasn't great. And there was a lot of things that a lot of people messaged me that I really did appreciate all of the messages I received. You guys are very, very kind, awesome people. That made me feel like all of this is worth it. I guess some of the things that I've been struggling with is at times it feels like we're sort of going nowhere fast, as it were. In terms of growth, my livelihood, all that. It's hard. It's hard work doing this. And I realised after Goonhammer, I'd had one day off. And that was my birthday. And even on my birthday, we did a live stream. But I'd had one day off since March, where I hadn't done any Warhammer work. One day off. Which, in hindsight that's what I'm like. In jobs that I've been in the past, where I've been a salaried member of a company, it quite often gets about 6 weeks before the end of the holiday year, and I've still got 30 days worth of holiday. And that's what I did. That's what I did with this kind of chunk of time. So from March to Goonhammer till that Monday, Tuesday, I hadn't stopped. It had all been Warhammer all the time. Now, I love Warhammer. As you all know, I'm a huge Warhammerist. I love it. I love it to death. I love painting. Well, I was going to say building. I don't love building, but I love painting. Love talking about Warhammer. I love doing this. These live streams are fantastic. They're amazing. These ones on YouTube and also on Instagram. It's just great hanging out with all of you lovely people. These wonderful friends that I've made over this last year. But it does sometimes get difficult when the kind of success that I want feels like it's just over the crest of the next hill. And I think that's something that I ran into. Was it felt like I'd gotten over a crest of a hill and there was another ruddy great hill. Because every so often you make a video that's just for whatever reason nobody really wants to watch it. You know, it's a model that nobody really has or nobody's really looking for, or it's a really old model. And sometimes you make those videos and you think you've done a great job. And then, if you're like me, you kind of look at the analytics and you go, well, it's not been viewed as much as I perhaps hoped it would. And that's hard. It's hard to take. It is hard to. It is difficult, and it's such a first world problem, But it does, at times, it's like your art gets dismissed, or like your voice isn't heard. I guess that's one of the things I think. Hey, Mr. Boob. Good evening, eh? Good evening, Mr. Homeboy. Good evening, Philip. Lloyd Jamieson says the dark clouds are annoying, but remember they are just clouds and they eventually pass in time. Ross is here. Thank you. Good evening. Dazron says, remember, mental health is just health. Yeah, it's great. It is very wise. Yeah, so I just... It's this thing that, it always... I don't know really how to put it into words. Good evening, Tabletop Ready. I don't really know what to... Because there's ways and means of talking about this, and I don't want to sound like I'm whining, but yeah. I mean, what we're building here at Warhipster Towers, and on this channel, and in the Discord, and in the memberships, and in Patreon, what we're building is superior quality. It is a incredible community of awesome dudes that I think are just... You guys are just all so... You're just so like me. It's just so much positivity all the time, and it's awesome. And it really... It's awesome. It is. The bit I struggle with is that it does occasionally feel like we are such a small group, and I wish we were a big group, because if we were a big group, then you know, my videos would maybe get 2,000 plays in a day on the first day it was released. At the moment, I, you know, hit 1,000 on average on the first day, and I can tell you that means that on the day I release a video, I make £1.67. If 1,000 plays, £1.67 from the video. Which is amazing. I never thought I would ever be in a position where that was a thing. But, you know, if it was double that, it would be £3.34. Which, in the grand scheme of YouTube, is massive. And it's all just, you know, it's all just growth. And it does sometimes feel... there's a channel, I'm not going to name the name of the channel, but there is a channel that I saw the other day that's only been going 6 to 8 months and has like 20 videos and is already punched through 100,000. And we've been going 2 years and we've got nearly 300 videos and we're at 12k. And it's when I see things like that, it makes me kind of sad in a way, because it's like, oh, I just wish something like that would happen for me one day. So what's the video going to be? Or is it ever, in fact, going to ever happen, you know? It's interesting you should ask that, Mr. Boob. Have you reached out to collab with other YouTubers? I have. And again, I'm not going to name names on some of them. They don't return my calls. Which, you know, it's fair enough. People are busy. And they don't know me. I'm an unknown entity. But they don't return my calls. Which is rough, you know? Or it's like, oh yeah, no, that sounds great. I'm really busy though, like, you know, between now and forever. So when forever's done, let me know. Okay. It's just things like that, which can become tough to take. You know? There are some that I chat to on the regular, and, you know, they are generally very, very busy people. And I always say, look, ball's in your court. Whenever you want to do stuff, you let me know, because I'm doing my thing and you're doing your thing. So, you know, and they're already my friends, you know? So it's like, you know, you guys, I get it. You know, it's not like, you know, when I reach out to other individuals, just trying to start the conversation, just to get to know them a little bit. You know, these other people that I'm talking about, they are my friends, and I know how ridiculously busy life is for them, and so I try and fit around their schedule, because whilst I am very, very ridiculously busy, I am also incredibly flexible, you know? So it's not hard for me to, you know, bend my stuff for other people. Yeah, I'm going to show you. I'm not sure how to turn off the filter that stops any swearing, but I'm going to show you your message, Lloyd. You're our fave. Oh, thank you, Phil. You have extreme pride in your work, and it shows in the videos. It's just shit. That platform is on is competing with Fortnite videos. GW should start really paying royalties. I mean, I would love to collaborate with Games Workshop. I would really love to collaborate with Games Workshop. I've emailed them. I know that they are backed up. with emails. I know this to be true. Thank you so much for becoming a Warhipster, Mikey's Wargaming. Thank you so much. I know that Games Workshop are really backed up and busy with trying to get their collabs out. What is sometimes really difficult is when I see very, very, very tiny, in comparison, it's so big-headed of me, but I just go, I look at my numbers, right, and I go, right, I'm 17,000 on Instagram. And then I go on Instagram and I see an account that I'm just like, okay. And it's smaller than mine, but it's being sent stuff for free by Games Workshop. And I'm like, that's awesome for you. I just wish it was me too. That's what I mean. That's where it's hard. And at times, good evening, Mr. Bolt Rifles. And at times, and I think when I was at my lowest last week, my defenses weren't intact. You know, the wall was broken, the spaceport was down, the void shields were failing, the hull was ruptured because I was just so exhausted and tired. And in that moment, I thought something that doesn't normally come up very often. I thought, I'm not good enough for this. I thought, this is it. There's something fundamentally wrong with me. You know, it was so hard because I generally, you know me, right? I'm normally Mr. Positivity, right? But like last week, post Goonhammer, I did not feel it, and I was in this space of, well, you know, I got sad. That was all. That was all. So I no longer don't think I'm good enough. I must just stress that. I did some stuff the last week that made me feel good. So we're gonna do the things that made me smile again. And actually one of them was today. And for that I need to now switch to the other view. Here we are. Let me know if you can see me. Dasmore Wargaming. Not sure if it will help, but I'd love to mention your channel in my event pack and promote it in the tournament I'm organising in March. You messaged me about that, Daz. I know you did. I need to respond to you. I forgot to respond to you. Like I said, last week was a bit rough. Yeah, I need to message you back. We need to talk. But yes, that would be awesome. Philip Eagles, it's when the content creator says, I don't know anything about GW, but they sent me some stuff, blah, blah, blah. It gets me so angry. I know. Or when people go, someone sent me this, I don't like it, so I'm not going to do anything with it. And I'm like, dude, come on. You're in such a privileged position. You are my inspiration. Thanks, Bolt Rifles. Thank you. Every little helps. You can say a lot of things about who's getting stuff on Instagram. That doesn't need to be said. Nothing to do with you. Fair enough. Yeah, it's who you know in the world, not what you know. My man, at least you're giving it a try. I myself don't have the courage to put myself in front of the internet. Oh, thank you, Castor. And I'm good. I'm getting there. Dominic Benson, really pleased to see you back online. Look after yourself, mate. Your pace getting that Demon's Army done was outrageous. Can't imagine the hours painting in a day and pressure to get it done. Oh boy! Yes, there was a lot. It was 2 weeks. 2 weeks of high intensity hobby. That's probably what it was. I was worn out from my painting exercise. But yes, things that made me smile again. I painted this today in an hour. There's a veteran guardsman for you. I was really pleased with that. What do you think? It's pretty cool, right? Painted that today in an hour. That felt pretty good. Figured this out. I don't think the camera is really conducive to how... Oh, that's a bit better. Look at that. That's all contrast. It's just contrast paint to that. That's just one contrast paint. That's Talasar blue. And some contrast medium. Look at that. How good is that? Pretty cool, right? There's another one. Just Talasar blue. You start with thinned down Talasar blue. You do another slightly less thinned Talasar blue. And then you just use normal Talasar blue. And you get the same thing as the 3,000,000 year glazes with, you know, thin down blues. That made me smile. The other thing that made me smile, of course, was all of you guys messaging me to make sure I was okay. And that was amazing. It was really, really cool. Another thing that made me smile is that last weekend my brother got married. And it was awesome. You know, he tried to get married the day before lockdown measures were implemented. And it was heartbreaking. It was horrible. And we finally got it done last weekend. We were in Kettering for the weekend and he got married. And I was the best man. And it was lovely to get Ben married. It was really cool. The other thing that made me smile this week is Bastion Carthalos. This model is so good. It is amazing. And I love it. The other thing that made me smile this week was on Instagram. Good evening, Mr. Noob. On Instagram, I have got it here. Where is it? There he is. I saw a post from Paul's Painting. Now, he doesn't know who I am, and he's probably not here. But he's been doing, and I recommend going and look at it. It's Pauls._.painting. Everyone go on Instagram and check him out, because he's been doing a load of Lord of the Rings stuff. And I was just looking at it like, yes! This is hobby excellence. I was so incredibly... I thought it was so very, very, very cool. That made me smile this week. I'm just down the road from Kettering. Oh, he does. Whereabouts? Where are you based? In Kettering. Did you see James Acaster? No, we were just in a little hotel out on the outskirts of Kettering, really. Part of your come down would after you played me at Goonhammer. I have never laughed so much in a game. That was a fantastic game, Ken. I thoroughly enjoyed that game. Keep making good content. Eventually the good will outweigh the bad. I hope, at least. I am sure it will. It's so shit that all it can take is one viral hit to make a channel, and there's no recipe for how that even works. Your content inspires countless people, and I know for a fact I wouldn't be busting out some techniques without your tutorials. No mountain is climbed in one step. Good things come to those who wait, my guy. I very much agree. Northampton, oh, of course. I think you told me that before, Daz. Yeah, my brother, he went to university in... Northampton. That's why they chose Kettering. He now lives in Cambridge. But next year, hobby goal for me: following your tutorial for Keeper of Secrets and Lord of Change. I've got the models. Ooh, I need to get a Great Unclean one, because it feels wrong to have done Be'lakor, the Lord of Change, the Bloodthirster, the Keeper of Secrets, and not have a Great Unclean one video. I have a Great Unclean one. I just didn't paint it, and I need one that I have painted so I can put the video out for all of you, and I completed the set, and people can stop commenting on my pictures on Instagram when I post my demons going, where's the Great Unclean one? Because that was one of my favorite, it was a recurring feedback about my demons, was I go, check out my demons. They go, it's no Nurgle. I'm like, yeah, but what about the ones that are there? Yeah, there's no Nurgle though, is there? Like, damn it! So, yeah, I need to get a Great Unclean one at some point. So I can do that as well. But yes, here we are. We're hobbying. We're having a good time. We're happy. I hope you're happy. Is everyone happy? Everyone okay? Everyone having a good time? Enjoying the stream? Not bored of me? I hope. So, my PC crashed. Oh, Phil. Oh, I'm sorry. So, I'm going to leave this question up to you guys as to what you would like me to do this evening. I can continue painting these veteran guardsmen. I applaud you for what you've achieved, man. I burnt out on Twitch and couldn't get followers up. I may try YouTube again soon, but not feeling confident. It's hard. It is hard. You've been a great inspiration for me over the past few months working on my channel. Your hard work and dedication pushes me to work harder. Chapter Master Valrak is here with a raid. Hello. There's a raid happening. The last wall is here. Hello everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Hangout. Oh, I've never seen the chat this busy before. I can't respond to all of you at once. Thanks, Ben. You're talking about mental health. We are. We're talking about, well, specifically my mental health and how it was an absolute train wreck last week. Hold on to your yellow paint. I have some yellow paint here. There's some yellow paint. No idea who you are, but Chapter Master Valrak said to show up. Also love Krieg. I see them on your table. Awesome, I'll stick around. Thank you very much, Big Bad Bear. Here is the painted Kriegsman that we finished today. Hide your Lamenter's glaze. I do have Lamenter's glaze, actually. There it is. That was my hour's work on the Krieg. So, yeah, I vote for Veteran Guardsman. I need more Krieg content. Do you do any basing on stream? I have done basing on stream. Corswain, thank you so much. We come from the Upper Hive. Glory unto all of you. Alright, we'll play more Krieg then. That's what we'll do. So, yeah, I was, I do have Lamenter's glaze. I have one pot of it. A very, very half-empty pot of it, I must say. But if it was up to me and I was recommending painting with yellow, I'd say use this, because you can just thin that down. 3 parts contrast medium to 1 part of that, and you've got Lamenter's yellow glaze. And it's still available to buy. Where are you from, dude? I am from the UK. I'm from Cheltenham. Dry brush to get the blue effect. It looks really good. No, the blue effect was up north. It's not up north. It's in the west. Where are the Necrons? They're behind me. Hide the glaze. Val hunts that stuff down. Well, if he comes to Cheltenham, he can have my pot. Thank you so much, everybody. I have 3 full pots of yellow glaze. I'm saving them for my retirement. Do you know, I've got red and I've got the green one as well. The green one? Yeah, it was the green one. Ray Watcher Green. Do you play your minis or do you just paint them? I do play with them. I went to the Goonhammer Open and I won 4 of my games and lost 2 of them with demons. Any plasma glow going to be worked on? That would be cool to see. Oh yeah, we can definitely do that. Where's my plasma gunner? There's my plasma gunner. There he is. We can definitely do that. Alright, we'll work on these. Krieg clothing looking really good. Is that contrast paint? It is contrast paint. I can tell you what it was. So, I'll show you the back. So that is, it's a 2 parts contrast medium, not 2 part contrast medium. It's 3 parts Space Wolves grey to 1 part Ultramarines blue, and then you shade it with Space Wolves grey, and it's done. That's more than Valrak has won, so you're on to a winner. Give Valrak nothing, he has so much glaze as it is. But yeah, that's all that is. I have one spare here. This is my spare guardsman. But I'm not going to paint him tonight because I'm obviously going to film a video for doing these, so you can all watch that. So what are your opinions of Fabius Bal and why does he deserve his own tanks? Also hope you're doing better. Existential funks are tough to deal with. Thank you very much. Yeah, no, I am feeling very, very good. Glaze racks over there. Nice Krieger. Thank you very much, Fred. This is why Imperial Fists are the best Legion. There you go. There you have it. Straight from the horse's mouth. Yeah. So, right, where was I? Right, we're doing this, aren't we? So yeah, the chapter master ordered me to fortify this subscribe button. Fortify it well. We need to build a no. When I don't fortify it, we need to let as many people in to subscribe to the channel. We need as many people in here, because you know we were sent from the Underhive to say hello everybody. Death Corps and Krieg looks great. Yeah. Now, as I say, this one's being saved so that I can do a video, which I will be filming later tonight or tomorrow. But yeah, it's very, very quick. And we got some pretty cool stuff going on with these guys. So what we've got is these are at the stage where I kind of got a bit confused by myself when I first did this one, because obviously there's a whole thing when you wanted the Iron Warriors. I'm sorry, currently there aren't any Iron Warriors being painted on this. I'm sure Valrak would prefer to lay siege to the subscribe button. Yes, lay siege to the subscribe button. Hit it with everything you've got. I'm excited for the Krieg box release. I'm excited for that too. It's going to be cool stuff. So yes, what I need is a pot of Iron Warriors. This one, to be precise. I bought too much Warhammer recently, so this is towards your great unclean one, so I don't feel so bad about it. That's awesome. Paint some Iron Warriors for the real win. Yes, we can. This is a very old pot of Iron Warriors, as you can see. It's a well-loved pot of Iron Warriors. But this is what we use for all of the silver details. So I'll put that on my palette over there. So we've got quite a cool armour. I'm off back to drinking. Keep it up, mate. Good luck at No Retreat this weekend, buddy. I hope you have a great time. Hello, Mr. Gwatkin Gaming. Valrak commanded me to come here, and I am glad to see a fellow player excited about the Krieg. That Khan offer is on the table, Josh. I do want to paint the Khan. Right, here we go. He'll go well with the Primarch videos that I've done. We are going to do Sanguinius. I decided it the other day. I'm going to do that for Christmas. But, so, yeah, here we go. Iron Warriors now. That's now going on. So what I was doing for the metallics was basically going Iron Warriors all over all the silver bits. So for example on this plasma gunner. You seem amazing and you have Valrak's approval. Thank you very much. That's very, very kind of you. Do you know what? We were talking about things that made me smile, and I always say that these streams made me smile again. This one's very much made me smile. Welcome to all the new people. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out. Thank you very much, Valrak, for the raid. It's very kind of you. It's awesome. So yes, what I'm saying is we do this silver all over, and we also get this on all of the armor, because the armor is like a dark industrial black. $10 off your next UW point. Well, minus the YouTube tax, not much, but something to help you continue fighting. We are stronger than we think. Thank you so much, Power Surge. Or Power Sarge. Thank you so much. It's very kind of you. I'm always amazed at how everyone has steady hands. I botch my immortals in record time. Do you know what I think? Because I have quite shaky hands sometimes, and it becomes very apparent when I paint like stuff like my greater demons, and that is just because when I'm painting something like that, trying to highlight the thing up here, is I stop resting. The best thing you can do is find a good way to rest your wrists, and then I think one of the counter to that is also finding, you know, the correct light to be able to rest your wrist. And sometimes if your light's not good enough, you end up raising your model up. So I have a really, really good light up here that is just filling my room with light, and it means I can rest my wrists right down here, and I can get my hands nice and steady. Now, of course, I do have slightly steadier hands than normal, but that helps me so much. So like when I'm painting the really big stuff, and I'm like trying to edge highlight the wing tips and things like that, it's a little bit hardcore. The Pepsi challenge. I think it's time for the Pepsi challenge. I I need to get. I don't know if I can get a can of Pepsi here in time. Should I see if Deliveroo will Deliveroo it to me? 1 can of full strength Pepsi and 1 can of full strength Coca-Cola. We can do the Pepsi challenge that I've been promising to do properly for a while now. So yeah, I'll just finish this and then I'll check it out. Ben Nash, the chapter master sent us to fortify. I'm glad the topic of mental health has come up, as I feel it does not get talked about enough. Sorry to hear you've not been feeling the best. Love the Krieg. I love the Krieg too. Thank you so much, buddy. Yeah, for those who've joined, we were talking earlier about, or I was talking earlier about how I had a terrible, terrible week of basically feeling inadequate, feeling unworthy of the support that I have, and it all came out from, I guess, as by talking it out with everybody here, that it came out of burnout pretty much, and just, you know, jealousy of other people's success, really. Like I was saying earlier, I don't begrudge anyone to have any success at all, because it's awesome when things take off. I just wish mine would take off a little quicker as well, is what I was saying. So, and I was really struggling. So if you ever want to kind of go back and see that bit, you can do a playback. This will go up as a VOD. They always do. But yeah, I had a really, really tough, week. Post Goonhammer, which was amazing. It was an amazing weekend. I met some really awesome people. I had one slightly rough interaction with a game, but you know, you get over it. I think this one's nearly done with all of its metallics. Oh, we've got to do the mask as well. I've just realised why this was slightly trickier than normal, because I'm using a slightly too big a brush. Your contrast tutorials are slapping. Thank you so much, Ginger. Imposter syndrome is a heck of a thing. Glad to hear you're feeling better. We love you and all your content. Oh no, I'm feeling kick-ass again. Like I said, I painted a Kriegsman in an hour today, and I was like, yeah, do you know what? I've got this. I'm back. I'm back, baby. Which then made me go, oh, does that mean it's going to take me 10 hours to do all of them? Naturally. Ooh, slight shake. I did get to see you in the flesh, Rez. And I'm hoping to see you in the flesh this weekend as well, Rez. In fact, for everybody who's here and everybody who is in London, I'm going to be in London this weekend coming. And I'm going to be in Bad Moon Cafe on Saturday. So if you'd like to see me and hang out, I'm not going to be doing anything. I don't think. I may be playing board games and talking nonsense. But any creative job takes its toll when everything is subjective. Indeed. Charlie Thayer, I have 3 children and suffer from ADHD and some other BS. Mental health is a rush part of my life. I'm glad you seem cheerful now. Talking about it and getting it out always helps. Do you know what? Like, I never thought, like, one-way group therapy would work for me, but it really does with this lot. With you guys on YouTube. I get so much off my chest to all of you, and you guys just sit and listen to me, and you're very supportive, and you're wonderful and amazing, and I honestly couldn't ask for a better bunch of virtual friends ever. Genuinely. From the bottom of my heart. Right, there we go. That's one down. So we'll leave that to dry for a minute. Wish I could paint that fast. You needed this tonight, did you, Dom? Well, I'm glad I can help. If anyone has anything they want to share, you know this is a safe space. Because as was made very much aware to me, and, you know, through all of you, that, like, none of us are alone. And there are amazing people out there who will always listen. And I would like to count myself as one of those for anybody else who's struggling out there. People who are struggling with kind of way more real stuff than I am, you know, I got sad because I was burnt out from Warhammer. Good lord. Doesn't get more, you know, I don't want to say pathetic, but it doesn't get more, first worldy than that, you know. So, I would like to always offer to anyone who ever needs a place to talk, I will always give it. And this stream is definitely one of them because, you know, you guys are all awesome. And one thing I learnt this week was that it's just you don't necessarily know when it'll happen. You just have to believe that it will. That as you know, as was mentioned earlier, as you've already said, is that like that they are just dark clouds and they will pass. And you know, in the grand scheme of things, I know it's not. Nothing is the end of the world. It's never the end of the world. And it will eventually happen. You know? Do you know what we haven't done in a while? I haven't put it as a vote to the chat about what genre of music to listen to. So I'm just going to finish this. But put your suggestions in the chat. And I'll pick one. We'll do a genre change. And I must stress that Mongolian throat warbling, we've done that before, and it was terrible. Well, I was terrible at it. But we'll get something cool on. Unfortunately, it can't be licensed, so it will just be, you know, unlicensed. But we'll do a music thing because that's always fun. Let me just get this silver on, and I will look up. Because this is always the hard part. We did the group therapy session at the beginning where I was looking at the screen, able to read you all very responsively. And then I look down here, and unfortunately, I don't have a third eye to read the screen at the same time. I wish I did. But alas, he is only human. Right, what do we reckon, team? Do you reckon this needs? Yeah, it does. Get some silver on there. There we go. And we'll probably do some on this banding as well, just to break it up so it's not all the same brassy colour. Not that it's currently a brassy colour, it's currently white. Well, grey's hair. Be a little bit messy there, that's fine. Ooh, get it on the frame as well. Of the backpack. Nearly there. This song sounds like it should be in, you know, the OC. As two characters declare their love for each other, but they know they can't be together. Everything I've ever wanted was you. Oh my god. Right, there we go. Also, oh no. Let's get that on. There we go. Is there banding there? Yeah, might as well do that as well. It's my favourite kind of model when the silver never ends. Thank you very much for becoming a member, Javier. You might have noticed what I'm painting. Death metal nursery rhymes. Oh, good lord. I'm not sure that's a thing that might exist on the shirt service, but we'll have a look. Right, there we go. Close that up before we get it wrong. I wanted you until I found 40k. Oh, yeah. You're everything I ever wanted. Until I encountered Primera Space Marines. Right, sorry. Yes, Keith. I did some Mongolian throat warbling a few weeks back after it was the most requested music genre. Because it wasn't available on my streaming site, so I had to just myself. High School Musical. It's a little taller promo, so for a chapter master it will probably work. Ah, there we go. I'm back to the top of the chat where I stopped. I have ADHD and I struggle with it daily. If you ever find yourself in Dallas, Texas, hit me up and I'll show you my favourite local gaming store. I really want to take Warhipster on tour. That is a case of having some more money than I currently do. But we will get it. It will happen. Random question. What's the scale of Bastion compared to a Primaris? Been wanting to convert him to a chapter master as I like his post. Oh, I see. That's what the question... Right. I can show you the scale of Bastion because he is enormous. I can show you. So it might work. Here is the scale of Bastion. There is Bastion Carthalos. Look at him. He is enormous. This is a Black Templar Space Marine. If I stand them next to each other. So, if he's on top of his tactical rock, He is a head and shoulder above a Primera Space Marine. So, there you go. That's the scale of them between. If you were to compare it to, let's say, a Firstborn Marine, it's even funnier. He comes up to his waist. Grr. Erg, arg. There you go. There's the scale of Bastion. As you can see, primed and ready to go. Hammers of Sigmar, Bastion, Carthalos. Best Stormcast miniature produced ever. Apart from maybe the Night Vexillor, which, you know, everyone's probably tired of hearing me go on and on about. I'd come down Bowed Moon if I was local. Awesome. We are... the Warhipster Fest is happening. I promise. It is happening. Moves have been made for it to happen. There will be a tournament and everything. I used to put pressure on myself to paint as quick as others. It meant I was not enjoying my hobby time. Now I just do a little when I can and have fun with it. He's a little taller. Medication is not a cure. Very hipster review. High School Musical. Hard House. Reggae. Okay. Something upbeat would be good. Throat singing. Castor, pretty much exactly 4.5 centimeters tall. I just realised I follow you on Instagram. Thank you very much, Hidalgo. They call me Hidalgo. I study games art. It being a very competitive industry, there is always a massive pressure to keep it up with and exceed your peers. Yeah, definitely there is. Throat singing wins all. Synthwave. Death metal nursery rhymes. Not a genre, but Daddy Freya for when you're off stream. I will make a note. Sorry for sitting here lurking. I want to say that you have single-handedly rekindled my passion for painting after a bit of a slow hobby year. I've been meaning to contribute to your Patreon as thanks, but I'm not that effective. It will be forthcoming though. Well, thank you very much, Star4. Why base with white? Videos I see seem to mention that we want to base with something that will be a shadow, so we don't have to paint 100% of the model, just like 95%, and the pits won't show up. Right. I base with white because of contrast paint. Everyone excited for The Witcher? Yes. Very much. I was super scared of those highly detailed cruel boys, but I painted a whole army in no time following your guide, and they looked like they took me months. You missed a spot. Don't start doing that again, Table.ready. You know I then start hunting around. Noob at painting over here. Welcome to being a skirmish hipster. Thank you for joining, Javier. We're all noobs at painting. I've been thinking about it a lot, and I have no idea why GW doesn't send you stuff, because the only non-GW thing I've seen you use is the occasional artist opus brush. The reason they've not sent me anything yet is because they haven't got time to respond to my email. I know that for a fact. That's why. Right, we need some music. So, let's go for... let's go back home. Genres. Let's go with... Synthwave was one I remember. Reggae was one, but I'm not sure I can pull that off. Reggae and ska. Okay. Alright. You asked for it. Here it is. What if we all email GW on your behalf? I don't think it'll happen. Contrast paint so it works best with light base. Yeah, no, that's exactly right. Ruffle at the silver comment from the Necron player. I'm sitting here waiting for my housemate to wake up so I can fire at my airbrush. Wake him up with the airbrush. Problem solved. Stand over him and just... Do you have any board games with minis that you're interested in painting? House was good last time. Do I have any board games with minis? No, I don't. Actually, no, I do. I have The Hobbit board game, which has some minis in it that could be painted. I've never played the game, though. I've owned it for like 5 years, and no one's ever wanted to play it with me because it looks like it'll take forever to do. I really want to paint some Super Dungeon Explore. Is that a thing? Super Dungeon Explore? That sounds cool. Oh, I missed the Instagram name I need to follow. The Instagram name you need to follow is go and check out pauls._.painting. He has done a bunch of awesome Lord of the Rings stuff, and it's really, really cool. You know, Two Towers paint, you know, the charge at Helm's Deep. Oh, It really made me smile this week. I was like, yes. So I went ahead and built my Aomare model. So that's built and ready to go. I'm currently painting the WoW pandemics for my pandemic minis for my brother. Yeah, I was asked the other day if I would be doing Marvel Crisis Protocol, and I really want to do Marvel Crisis Protocol miniatures because they look awesome, and I think we could do some really cool stuff with, because it's a different style of painting, but we could do some stuff with contrast paint to make them look really comic book. It's another one of those kind of concept armies, because we did the dry brush ghost army. I want to do a comic book army, and I think doing it with Marvel Crisis Protocol miniatures is probably a good idea. Right, so for the sake of speed, what we're going to do is we're just going to continue on with one of these ones. So what I didn't do last time, which would have made sense, but I'm now going to do, is I'm going to use Basilicanum Grey. Where is it? It's here somewhere. Don't hide from me. There you are. Any thoughts on the Warcry box of armies? I'm a big fan of Warcry. I did the Cypher Lords and the Iron Golem, and I've got the rest of the warbands from like the first edition to do. A couple of the new ones are really cool. But yeah, what I was saying is we're going to use this Basilicanum Grey to now basically paint the casing of the gun and also shade the silver at the same time. But we're not shading the armor, because that's different. So here we go. So we get this Basilicanum Grey on the silver of the gun. Just make sure to work it in. Because what would have made sense when I was painting the one this morning would have been to do it this way. Instead, what I did was like, oh, I'm going to do the gun black, so I'm going to do it this way. And then I went, oh, silver bits as well. This is just literally a case of doing it with speed. It's just a little bit under there. Now there are some other silver details on here that need shading. I could use a bigger brush for this, to be fair. Are you guys happy with your Regain Scar? I must say, this does have a very chilled out atmosphere now. Perfect. And we've just got this little bit here. And this bayonet bit here. Oh no. That was close. There we go. So, you hear no music. There should be some music. Is it not coming through? So now it just becomes a bit of a waiting game, but what we will do is just quickly move on Greetings, Lewis Chapman. Crazy how fast you can paint those Creed. Sup to you, Abaddon75. Turn it up. Okay. I'll turn it up a bit more. How's that? So, what happens next is we put Black Templar over the top of this kind of the rebreather pipe. There, like that. Just being careful to get it down. Like that over the rebreather pipe. And then we also put Black Templar over the top of the armor. So we get that really heavy industrial look. Then what we're going to do after that is scratch it up. And then once it's all scratched up, we'll then do another little shade over the top just to kind of blend it into the scene. So this Black Templar now just goes over the top of the Iron Warriors. Like that. And that gives you this really heavy kind of dark black, which is really cool. Same on the helmet. Probably get that over the top of the weapon casing now as well, actually, because it looks dry. The other thing that we do with the Black Templar is we just take much of it off our brush, and then we also paint it over the gloves, so we get a kind of dark black leather with that brown on the under base, like so. And we'll also put it over the top of the boots as well, so you get this kind of really kind of sort of blackish brown. You then got the brown of the kind of straps and webbing and things like that, boxes and things. So it just creates that variation that we're after. So we don't want the gloves to be too bright, you see. We also don't want to just be straight, like kind of the same black as what the Basilicanum Grey is going to provide, which is what that gun casing is for. This bit here, so there is a difference between the two, which you'll see. It's very subtle, but it doesn't come across well on the stream camera. It comes across quite well in person. So put it over the top of that glove as well, like that. Doesn't that look good? Butterfingers. Here we go. Suitable alternative paint to Sotek Green. The suitable alternative paint to Sotek Green is Achillean Green. The reason I can justify this is here is a Scarab Occult Terminator. Typically that would be a Sotek Greenish type thing. Achillean Green is what that looks like. There you go. So Achillean Green, perfect contrast alternative to Sotek. There you go. Glad you can hear it. You really missed a spot this time. Where did I miss a spot? You have to tell me which spot. Oh, I already have. Right in the middle at the back there. Thank you so much for pointing that out. So now we just wait for that to dry. We're all packed up to move house, so the only hobby I get is vicariously via streams like this. Tom Kennish, are you Gandalf? What? P.S. I'll have all the free time from next week for D&D/gaming stuff, leaving my current role. Oh no, Rich. We should talk. We should definitely talk. It's the D&D stream. It needs to happen soon, but, you know. You don't have to talk about it here, of course, while you're leaving your current role. But fair enough from what you were saying the other day. Scale 75 Caribbean Blue. I don't know the alternative ones, but yeah, Achillean Green is perfect for Sotek Green. Over the top of a grey sear base coat. Gets a bit funky over Wraithbone. Well, it's really cool over Wraithbone, but it's not the same as Sotek Green. Sometimes I'll keep an eye on you. What was your yellow glaze recipe again? Yeah, if you take that, so like 2 or 3 parts contrast medium to 1 part of that, that will give you Lamenter's yellow, basically. Two to 3 parts. You just need to, when you're using it, when it's that thin, just make sure you don't have too much on your brush. Because it will have a heavier pigment in it than Lamenter's yellow will. So just basically just, you know, just balance how much you have on your brush. It'll be fun. But yeah, 2 or 3 parts, contrast medium to 1 part Yaman yellow, and you get Lamenter's yellow basically. I will message you later, Rich. Once he's dry, I will finish him. Oh, this is good music. This was a good idea. Thank you for reggae and ska. So basically on him, if I just do some gold in the plasma glow, he's at battle ready already. That's how quickly these go from... Good evening, Sick Jeb. So like, there you go, I've just done 3 colours, and that's the difference between these two, you see? So there's just a bit of gold that needs to go on this guy, and then it's a case of highlights and stuff. Yeah, there's not much difference between these. these two now. It's a really cool recipe. I was really pleased with it. The instruments remind me of the old Saturn Bomberman. Fair enough. I have to go with the wife for dinner. Just wanted to say hello to you, Warhipster. All the best. Thank you very much, Javier. I'm painting your Kill Team set. The white armor looks good too, some sort of winter camo. Yeah, if you were to just do Apothecary white over that now, that would look really cool. It would look almost like Hoth Troopers. Almost. You nearly dry? It looks nearly dry to me. So we need some gold and we need some glow. So for that, we'll do the glow now. Actually, no, we won't. How do you paint the long coats of the Kriegers? Yeah, so the long coats of the Kriegers, I'll show you on this one that's more in progress. So what it is it's you do 3 brushfuls of Spaceballs Grey to 1 brushful of Ultramarines Blue. And you stick that over the top of the coat. Leave that to dry. Then, once it's dry, just take Spaceballs Grey on its own. And then what you can do is you can do the trousers and the cuffs of the Krieger. But you can also shade the rest of the coat at the same time. Then you could just leave it, and it looks pretty good like that. But what I then did on this one was just add a few rust grey highlights here and there on the most prominent bits. So like just there you can see a rust grey highlight, and along there you can see a rust grey highlight. Just a very subtle one, but there's enough shading on there that it looks really good. And then on the trousers I did a bit of blue horror, just again on the sharpest part of the trouser. Just there. Like that. But yeah, that's how I did it. There is a video of this coming. It'll be next week. Well, I need to film it, but that's what I've got this guy for. But there will be a video for this. There's a video for this, the Orc Commandos, and the terrain as well. That will all be over the next week or so. Which we're getting there. It's all over Grey Seer as well, I should just point out. It would work over Korax White though. And over Wraithbone it would look quite warm. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab... Can I ask why you went for Templars Black rather than Basilicanum Grey on the metal? Yes, you can. The armour, whenever I look at it, looks like a really kind of dinged up white. Dinged up white? A really dinged up black. So, you do the silver first, then you do the... I will literally demonstrate in just a minute on this go. What I'm just going to do is quickly use some Korax White on the plasma coils here, just to one, correct those mistakes. We'll lob some Basilicanum Grey on them. And also just get them nice and bright for when we do the glow. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some quartz white in here. Like that. Like that. Right. What are we listening to? This is Reggae and Ska. This is in the Reggae and Ska playlist. Right, so the armour. What we do is we grab some iron hand steel. Put that on the palette. Two brush for that wasn't enough. A little bit of water. Right, so here's what I did earlier. And I really liked it. So I took the iron hand steel. And then on the armour panels, what we do is we do a little line highlight. Like that. Like that. Then get a ratty brush, like that one. Take some iron hand steel on the brush, like this, and then where's my bit of grab a bit of kitchen roll, and then just get it off the brush. So it's almost like a dry brush, and then we're just gonna ding up that metal, that armor piece. By sort of doing a very gentle kind of stipple. So like here on that helmet, as you can see, we just I know I haven't line highlighted these bits, I will do in a second. Do a little bit more. Like that. And then we'll just go back in and do those quick few last line heights that I haven't done. Like that. bit there as well. Whoa. There we go. So you stipple with the broad of the brush instead of the tips. Yeah, you can do it with the broad of the brush and tips, but so let's display some. Yeah, that's why, like, because it's a really ratty old brush. Look at this brush; it's disgusting. So it pretty much, as soon as it makes enemy contact, it just immediately sprays out. See, there you go. As soon as it touches the paint, sprays out. And then if you're dabbing it into the thing, it will splay out as well. There you go. Like that. And then you've got a perfectly good stippling brush. Or you can just get an old brush and just cut the tips off to make it a little bit more harder. So, with that now done, what I then did to blend it into the scene just a little bit more was to then take some Basilicanum Grey and then just around the flats of those panels, just add it in. So, just add a little bit of Basilicanum Grey like that. And that bit of hand armour there. Grab a little bit here. So for example around here. To move it around, just need a small amount here. Don't need loads. Like that. Similarly on the helmet as well. There we go. And so our Krieger's armor is finished. Kavathar, like this stream, gonna have to watch more later. Need to spend some time with my kiddo though. Cheers. Well, thank you very much. So when you said about getting more subs/members of Barak comes in with loads of people, it was a sign. It was a sign. It's really, really cool. But there you go. Krieger armor. Should look pretty good now. I wish I could say I did plan that, but unfortunately no. There we go. Check that out. Jack Mikesell, thank you so much for becoming a Warhipster. That reminds me, I need to post a video into the members area. Thank you for reminding me. Lyle Davenport, thank you for becoming a skirmish hipster. Welcome to the gang. I thought you said toothbrush. Ah, you could do it with a toothbrush. Will look good all together. No, that's what I'm hoping. I think that'll look pretty cool. So then, of course, what we would also do is use Iron Hand Steel to highlight all of the silver as well. Let me turn this up. Should look nice and battered now. perfect. It rather looks perfect to me. Oh, I've got a blob a bit on there. That's alright. The highlight will pick it up. What colours would you say is Helbrecht's armour? That is a very good question. Let me have a look at it again. Helbrecht. When do you reckon that model's coming out? I think it'll be in a week and a half's time. Do you know what? It looks like... This is a tricky one. Toothbrush really helpful when it comes to splashy things, blood, mud, oil, paint or else, or cleaning your teeth. Yeah. Hello, Axel Kessage. It's perfect for cleaning your teeth, and also for... Because what you can do with a toothbrush, of course, is you can ping it, which is really cool. So you just get it in there and then just... I need to drive over to the Cheltenham GW to pick up the free mini, a Squig. Squig Games! I can't believe someone hasn't made that animation yet. Red lasgun, green lasgun. Squig Games. I'm writing this stuff for Warhammer Plus, you know. Helbrecht, that's what we were looking at. I wonder if his original model is still available and see what their... Helbrecht. Is it still available? It's a big question. It does not. It is not still available. Let me look it up. I haven't been excited in ages about getting a model, but Helbrecht I'm excited about getting. I'm really excited to get him as well. He's really, really cool. Squid Game is good. I thought it was good. I didn't think it was the greatest thing ever made. I enjoyed it. Gold. He sort of looks... It looks like a brass. Yeah, that's the colour that it sort of looks like to me. Now, I wouldn't start with Warplock Bronze and Agrax Earthshade, because, you know... What I would probably do is do Brass Scorpion. Yeah, I think... Although... What does copper look like? No, copper... No. Yeah, so I think what I will do for it is I would do... I'd probably just do Brass Scorpion all over it. Then I would shade it with Dark Oath Flesh. Then I would probably relayer it with Brass Scorpion. Then highlight it with Rune Lord Brass and then Canoptech Alloy. Maybe just Canoptech Alloy. I need to get the model in front of me. I need to get to see the picture in front of my eyes. Sometimes when you see the digital picture of it, it's not particularly perfect. This is a very interesting interpretation of what reggae is. I mean, you could quite easily do it with Retributor Armor, and then Fire Slayer Flesh, and then probably Brass Scorpion again, but we'll see. Let's go with this. I just want a Primaris Pedro Cantor. Is that too much to ask? I want that too. And I think because of the Black Templars, it gives me hope that we will get it. I'd like a Seth as well. I think it's the Indian interpretation of reggae. Yeah. Right, what are we doing? I should probably just do the silver line highlight, shouldn't I? No, well, I've still got this on. Highlight, mix things down. Make that one a little bit stronger. There we go. Just need to do the buttons. So I'm afraid from next week that does mean I could help out with Warhipster Day. As selfishly I thought, yes, Rich, you can help with Warhipster Day, and that would be very exciting. I've never had issues with GW minis before, Mighty Joe, and the problem with third-party minis is that you can't use them in official tournaments and events. I think Mighty Joe gets commission. Yeah, I'm just not reading his message. It's the second or third time. Quick question. I'm new to painting and was following your video for the Custody Shadowkeepers. I got some gold on the Black Templar that's over the Shyish Purple. Could I touch up with regular black? Or would I be better off putting grey cere over it and redoing the purple black? You can just put some Black Templar straight over it. It should be fine. Or just get some Shyish Purple on there and then some black. It depends how big the spot of gold is, but you should be able to find just to touch it up with some Black Templar. You should be all good. Get all your DIY kit from B&Q. Gotta go, dude. Good catching one of your streams. I'll be sure to catch the next one. Thank you so much, Ginger. Would much prefer to work with you on events. I would like that very much as well. We've got some great ideas. We love Ginger Ewoks here at Warhipster streams. We do love them. Yeah, Azon. Yeah, just a bit of black over the top of that. Don't just like do a big blob and put it on. Just gently brush some Black Templar over the top of it. You'll cover it, no problem. I missed some buttons. I need to do some buttons. There we go. Are you thinking of doing Cadians? I am thinking of doing some Cadians. I want to do some Cadians when the Guard Codex comes out. Oh, thank you, Azon. Have you seen the new Dune movie? I loved it. No, one of Bale music. Yeah, pretty much. One of the main jokes at my brother's wedding at the weekend was, Ben, if you really don't want to get married, we can just nip down the road to the cinema and watch Dune. I need to make the pilgrimage to Bad Moon, but I'm off cottaging this weekend, so it will have to wait. So Warhipster Fest, I'm planning one for next year. It'll be a tournament. So Hipster and Guatkin teaming up to make Warhipster tournament. Yeah! I've got some really good ideas for how to run a really good tournament, I think. I hope. The new 40k film. I may have one squad painted in a year, lol. Totally missed this little soiree. Good evening, Marty. I've just realised I don't know if you guys can actually see what I've been doing. So there's some gold left to do on him. When next year? I'm planning on travelling to England next year as a graduation trip. So I had originally planned to do it in sort of May next year. I might do one before that though. Or do a painting competition, declare yourself the winner like Dwight Schrute, the Hay King. No, I'm not allowed to enter. No, I've got this idea of running an event that is more narrative more narrative based, and that it's based on earning points for your overall faction rather than on yourself as an individual. So whilst a tournament champion could be crowned, actually the main focus is on winning it as a group. So like in 40k it would be Imperium, Xenos and Chaos. So here is the king, and we'd be fighting over a planet probably named after me. Joshtopia, Warhipsteria, something like that. And essentially that on the day you could earn points for playing, you could earn points for building, and you could earn points for painting. And then there would also be a painting competition and all that kind of stuff. What highlights for Cygor Brown and Gore Grunter fur hair? Cygor Brown you can highlight with Mornfang Brown and it looks really good. Gore Grunter fur hair you can highlight with Deathclaw Brown and it looks really good. Do you get points for turning up? Yeah, we could get points for turning up. Music is a bit loud now. Okay, we'll turn that down just a smidge. Is that better? Warhipsterion. Yeah. Jack Mikesell, just go to Warhammer World, skip the Everton match. Don't want you to go home disappointed. If you need a graphic designer to help make stuff for the event, I'm happy to volunteer. Awesome. I'm a Minotaur player, so every time I watch 300, I picture them in power armor, then get hyped to play. Now that would be something I would pay to see. 300 Space Marines against the Persian Empire. Oh, it would not end well for the Persian Empire. Isn't that just the Rin's World War? Yeah, pretty much. Why not play Fabstones and really go all in on the 300 theme? Dune ripped off 40k. We all know 40k came first before Dune. Nerd Wars starting. Do 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 do. So the thing to do next is to actually highlight the black. I'm a Liverpool fan, so... Oh no. This morning I actually watched the episode of The Overlap with Gary Neville, talking to Jamie Carragher. It's quite good. And that's the end of that fun anecdote. In Bootle, saw that. Yeah, it was good. Because I keep asking myself, do you think they're friends? Because they always go at it. I think they're professional friends these days. Oh, this is going to be a tricky highlight. Straighten that out a little bit at this end. I'm not getting involved, guys. I suspect if you are an Everton fan, the game to come and see is to come and see a Merseyside derby. Have to go. It was a nice and chill stream. Happy Balrog did talk about you. Have a nice night. See ya. Thank you very much for joining Abaddon. Do you know, I haven't had enough time recently to catch up on the NFL. I was thinking it the other night. is silly, really, because I paint really late on Sunday nights, so it's perfect time to watch it, but, you know. Just keep missing it. To be fair, it's because I can't afford Game Pass, so... Right, I just need to correct a mistake here. There we go. Cool. Still taking on commissions, Josh. I am for next year. I'm closed until next year at the minute. Just so I can keep a handle on everything. There we go. I'm always curious about who EU/UK are fans of. It's like the Philadelphia Eagles. Can't think why. I'm a Packers fan, me. Right, Talasar Blue, here we go. We do just want to overlap it slightly. Steelers beat the Browns on Sunday. Awesome. I got a mate in Liverpool who's a Ravens fan. Roger's just got COVID. Oh no. This I have to Google. Aaron. Oh no. Well, that's a loss. Guaranteed. You still doing Tale of Many Warhipsters this month? Certainly am. Every month until May. Rogers apparently wasn't vaccinated and said he was immunised. No one followed up, but apparently he previously had it, so he didn't get the jab. Supposed to be a role model there, eh, Rod? Damn it, Rogers! Yeah, like I said, guaranteed loss. He carries them so hard. Gonna have some Incubi and another Raider done for it. Awesome. I got my Pink Horrors done for it. And if I'm going to Fun and Fluff, I will have 9 Slanesh Fiends that I need to do. Do you ever do Creature Caster / Forge World models or exclusively GW? I do Forge World models, yeah. I've done the Lion. I've done Horus. I've got Sanguinius to do. I might be doing the Khan when he comes out. What else have I got? What else have I done? I swear I've done more Forge World than that. Painting questions again. How do you do vehicles? Do you still do your contrast plus for that, or a little more traditional style? So, Azon, I've got a video of this. If you look up... in fact, I've done how to paint Space Wolves Gladiator. So that's out there. So let me just grab all the videos that you can check out, where you can see how I do it. Do you want to do my Lehman Russ and Wolves as well? I do want to do Lehman Russ. I want to do all the Primarchs eventually. Going back quite far in time now, because I did the Lehman Russ? I did the Gladiator way back, I think in January. But yeah, so I've got... There's a video... In fact... Let me do this on the phone. No, that's silly. Oh, okay, here we go. So if you look up... I don't want to watch it. Stop it. The Forge World Keeper of Secrets. Watched the GW Keeper video the other day. It was amazing. Well, my one. That's not out yet. Yeah, okay. So, I've got a video called Warhipster Explains the Truth About Contrast Paint and Tanks. So that one will help you. That's how I painted a Blood Angels Rhino. If you check out how to paint... if you also check out Space Wolves Gladiator, and then I've also done in the Dark Angels Combat Patrol, there's a Redemptor Dreadnought. I've done a Blood Angels Redemptor Dreadnought, and I've done Space Wolves Invicta Warsuit as well. Yeah. Those are my current vehicle ones. It's in the post tomorrow then. Oh lordy. Not another one. I do also have a Dread Knight video that will be done. BA are my first army, but I'm not a great painter. I'm sure you're better than you think you are. Allegedly, my Blood Angels commission customer has said to me that he wants me to do a Thunderhawk for him, and I was like, haha, no, that sounds cool. And he was like, no, the Forge World one, and I was like, oh my. So yeah, we'll have a Forge World Thunderhawk video, maybe. Then you'll really see contrast painting vehicles. Really see how that one works. Alright, there we go. So I'm just going to put a little bit of Blood Angels Red on his eye lenses. Whilst we wait for that Talisar blue to dry. There we go. Like that. Have you finished your demons now? If so, what's your next project? My demons are... Well, they're not finished. Because I need to do a Great Unclean one. To finish the set. In terms of what I've got in stock for the demons, I do have... Blue Horrors, Brimstone Horrors, Sloppity Bar Piper, the Spoilpox Scrivener, 10 more Plague Bearers, and then potentially 9 Slanesh Fiends. So I need the Slanesh Fiends so I can run the Slanesh Demons as a 1500 points detachment. And that's for fun and fluff. But I can run it as mono Slanesh Demons. The alternative is that for fun and fluff I just run Be'lakor, Keeper, Lord of Change, mix and match troops, call it a day. Don't have any Locust, but it'll look cool. Once my demons are done, though, I finished the I finished the bulk of them way quicker than I anticipated. It was supposed to be something that I did over a year. So once I finish my demons, there are some Chaos Space Marines I want to add to it. So like I want to do like a Word Bearer's Sorcerer. So I think that'll look cool in amongst the demons. I also really want to do a big block of 10 Justaerin Terminators for it. I think that would look really cool. But then it seems weird to run the Justaerin and Abaddon alongside Be'lakor. Doesn't make sense to me in my head canon. I've got... Although I could get the Terminators just to be the Justaerin for my Abaddon miniature. I don't know. After I've done demons, I think my next project will... Hi Josh, I have the Inquisition on the phone for you. Excellent. I'd be more than happy to talk to them. Once the demons are done, I really want to do the 8 from the Farsight Enclaves. That's a project I really want to do. Because I think that'll look really cool. Have to call it a night. Thank you very much for hanging out, Mark. What about Silesk? Not adding them. So I do want to add Silesk. Silesk is in my plans to make it a 2,000 point Slanesh Demons army. But to go with Silesk, I will also need to do another 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Another 60 Demonettes. No, another 50 Demonettes and Silesk, and that will finish it off. That will round it out to 2,000. I mean, I also want to get Flamers, and I also want to get Screamers of Tzeentch, because they're really, really good. Yeah, see you later, Mark. Thank you so much for being here. Was just about to suggest the Thunderhawk. Yeah, a full-on one. One day, and I've promised this to many a person, one day I will do a Warlord Titan for the channel. One day I will contrast paint a Warlord Titan. I just need the cash. And that's like £1,200. So we're a long way off that. But I do have a little fund that I stick a tenner in every so often for that video. For the Warlord Titan painted in contrast paint. And then I shall finally levitate off the ground and become the guru that I was always born to be. Right, team. We nearly finished off a guardsman. But I am probably going to call it a night there. In fact, let's just see if this white that I thinned down earlier is still... Yeah, it's still good to go. So I'm just going to add this white to the Talassar blue here. And what we just do is just add it on the corner. Like that. And do the same thing on the other side. Ah. Makes it look sufficiently glowy. But there we go. Nearly done. Are there any alternative brushes to Artis Opus? They are decent. That's a decent quality and sold in store in the UK. I mean, I really like Citadel brushes, but the other thing I sometimes do recommend is Army Painter brushes, because you can get a huge variety of sizes, and they are pretty much always available in hobby shops. But yes, the Winsor and Newton Series 7, I've heard very good things. And if you can get them from Amazon, and they'll be there with you next day. But yes, on that note, I'm going to call it a night now. But I think I just want to sign off by saying that the Warhammer community that we are building, the Warhipster community that we are building together, might just be the greatest community in the world. And if it wasn't for all of you guys, I don't know if I would be able to have pulled myself out of the funk I was in last week. And I just want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart for being here, and for always being here and always turning up. And I want to welcome the new faces. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you to Valrak as well for sending you all over. That was really, really awesome. And yeah, you guys are amazing, and I love you all. And thank you so much for being my group therapist. You really do make it all worthwhile. And I hope that I can continue to help inspire you, and to learn and to get better, and we can continue on this journey of Warhipster utopia forever. So yeah, group hug. That's a great idea, Philip. Here is my arms outstretched wide for the group hug. And yeah, we will do this again next week. Probably keep doing it on a Wednesday, because I really like doing it on a Wednesday. I will keep my head up, and I will continue to push on, Castor. This group hug ain't ending. Oh, big squeeze. Right, there we go. Thank you so much, guys. I will see you all next week. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Do all that good stuff. Tell your friends. Bollocks, we only come on here to talk to each other. Yeah, I'm sure you do. But you're all part of the Warhipster community, so it doesn't matter. This is the only channel I've joined. This is an amazing community with an amazing patriarch. Yes. I'm slowly disseminating. Tabletop ready. Who touched my bum? That was me. I do apologise. So we won't see you next Tuesday. Thanks, Mikey. And it's okay to feel afterwards. Just do it. Oh, man. Right. There we go. I'm going to end. So, I'll see you next week. Happy wargaming. Have a great week, everybody. And I maybe see you on Instagram for the Friday show this week. Hopefully we can get one of those in as well. So, I bid you all adieu. I don't want the Gene Stealer kiss off you, matey. No worries, Russ. Right. See you later. Bye.